Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and you are watching the LockerGnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of geek news, product views, and answers that you can use, like, why does our patron count keep slipping every day? It's got me a little concerned. Do you not like TLDR? Maybe I just need to be more specific when creating goals? I need feedback. You gotta let me know. My email address, chris@pirillo.com, and believe you me, I am absolutely all ears if you'd like to be a patron. Head over to chrispirillo.com. You'll be redirected to that page where you can find more information about being a patron. So before doing this live broadcast on YouTube, because yes, this is happening live, whether or not you're able to watch it live, hopefully you could. I had to go a little early today compared to the normal stream time because I've got something happening at the normal stream time. Can't go into that. Might vlog it, though, in the other YouTube channel. This is the new YouTube channel for geek lifestyles. Before the stream, before I rudely interrupted myself, I got a message from Lamar Wilson. Now, you may not know Lamar. He's on YouTube. Got a few subscribers, probably more than I do at this point. And he made a suggestion, really. In terms of what some of the patrons get, he suggested possibly providing credit at a different point in the video, not the beginning. So I'm going to try that today, but I first want to say here's what we have right now. I will get to the list of credits at some point during this video broadcast. So, we'll see what happens. I don't think anybody's going to be mad about that. You know what I would be mad about? If I was trapped on a deserted island. That's exactly what happened to a woman. How's this geek news? Get this. She was found by someone using Google Earth. Some kid was using Google Earth and looking at an island and saw the letters SOS written out. She was trapped there for years and found, because some random person, I caught this bit of news. I was expecting it to explode. I was expecting everybody to share this bit of news. I didn't see this really covered anywhere. It just happened to be something that was posted to a general news site, and I was like, huh? I got the links for you in the video description, by the way. I figured this is big news, right? Saving a life. Just some random guy. She didn't even know what Google Earth was, and she had been saved by Google Earth. Maybe this is old news. I don't know. It was new news for me. Google Earth can save lives. So there you go. Browse Google Earth, save a life. It's a possibility. However you choose to use Google Earth, that is. Now, speaking of space and Earth and whatnot, NASA wants you to vote on what you want the next spacesuit to look like. And they've come up with 3 different designs, and I made my vote. It was really easy. Just go and click a button. 3 designs. This is the Z2 spacesuit, and they're not sure what they want it to look like. And the one that I chose was the technology one, go figure. But it had this blue glowy thing on the base plate, chest plate, whatever part of the space suit this thing was. The other 2 looked cool, but that one looked really cool. It was like right out of Tron. And I was like, I'm in! Sign me up! So I voted for that. Thank you, NASA, for giving me a chance to control your future in that way. Of course, I kind of do control their future indirectly. But that is something you may want to pay attention to. It takes 2 seconds to do. Click the link in this video's description. I've got a direct link over to the features page on NASA's website. Minutes before I got that note from Lamar Wilson, and I listened, he said, I'm not demanding it. He's just making a suggestion. Thank you for the suggestion, Lamar. I'm always open for suggestions. He writes, or not, no, I'm done with Lamar. Sorry, Lamar, I'm done with you today. Not done with you forever. Don't walk away or leave. You know, you can do whatever you want to do. Before I got that note, what I was trying to say is I saw another announcement come out from Twitter. They've announced photo tagging and the ability to share up to 4 photos in a tweet. Now, here's the cool thing. You know that Twitter's 140 characters. The tagging, as well as the 4 photos in a tweet, do not take up your 140 characters. Kind of neat. I don't know how long you've been waiting for that to happen, but I tweeted, and I asked, I wonder who's going to be the first person to tag me. Like, in this way. You can't just, like, at Chris Pirillo and have a photo. That's the old way of doing things. No one wants to do it the old way. We want to do it the new way. This is something that they're going to be rolling out. I don't even know if it's generally available right now. Certainly not through every Twitter client, although there are not a lot of Twitter clients these days. Used to be tons of them available. I use Tweetbot primarily. That has not been updated to support this yet. But I imagine if you use the web to browse Twitter, this is going to be a possibility for you sooner rather than later. Tag me. I'd like to see it happen. I don't know if it's ready yet, but it's cool. Nice to see that happening. I don't mind being tagged that way in a photo when I deserve to be tagged. Like, I hate when people tag me on a photo that is interesting to me, but not me. I want to be, if it's me, tag me, right? If it's not me, then maybe you might mention me, but don't tag me on the photo. I'm not in the photo, right? Now, speaking of, this is, I'm just rolling right along. I have now created this morning, even though I didn't really create it, the Facebook post that has generated the most amount of shares in my entire life. At last look, 1,600 shares as of this morning. 1,600 people have shared one particular Facebook status update. Because Lego has rolled out the Simpsons. And they haven't actually released the Simpsons minifigure set, but they announced the minifigure set. Of course, you know that I've already built the Lego Simpsons house, and that's cool. I ended up linking that in the description. Glad I could edit that in. But yeah, 1,600 people. Like over 5,000 likes for that. So a lot of people apparently like Lego The Simpsons. I am one of them. And that will go down in history, I think, as the most shared Facebook status update I've ever done. It was just a photo. I was like, there's the photo they released to the wild. I'm like, hey, all right, cool, check it out. So I'm sure I generated a bit more attention for them. I'm sure they don't care, neither the Simpsons creators nor Lego, the group, you know, the people who control the Lego bricks, the Lego brand, really. It's announced. You got to see it. Apparently, a lot of people like it, too. I mean, according to what I see, normally you don't even see anything that I share on Facebook. And that's painfully obvious, because one of the other things I posted on Facebook earlier today was that today, this very day, Diana and I are recording our 700th vlog. 700 vlogs, 700 Pirillo vlogs since we started. 2 years-ish. Yeah, actually, 2 years is coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Wow. That's crazy. We're not really doing anything special, though. In fact, we haven't even recorded a lot today. Kind of been taking a very casual approach to number 700. But I asked if you guys had any questions for us to answer in Vlog 700, something that vlog-related or Diana and I related. And I think we've got enough that we can answer and address a few people in the community who were paying attention. So they will be incorporated in today's vlog by asking, I thought, decent questions that we could talk about in the vlog. But the questions were really about the vlog and, you know, where our minds are or where they were. And it's not exactly a retrospective look at vlogging, but it is. I would say is a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun because we haven't actually done it yet. I don't want to make any promises that I cannot actually fulfill. That's not something that I care to do. By the way, this is the Iron Patriot. Isn't that what he was referred to in Iron Man? That's what I'm wearing. War Machine. I ended up getting this at Vlogger Fair, my event for vloggers in Seattle. We've scheduled the next one, August 2014. Every time I post a link to one of our cool things that we've shared on LockerGnome.com or we're selling directly on shop.LockerGnome.com, every time I do it, someone else goes, "Where'd you get that? Where can I get it?" You can get this and other geeky things if you want, or other geeky things, and or both, neither. Shop.LockerGnome.com. I'm not going to do the rest of the video like this. I just wanted to do it briefly, if only to have this as the video thumbnail, hopefully. Because I think then people would look. They'd wonder if it was me. This could be Diana. It could be a magic trick. No one really knows. Here, let me just end the suspense right there and breathe again. Wow. Oh, speaking of Lego and bricks, through independent testing, this guy assembled a contraption based on Arduino boards that would test Lego bricks and their stickability. You know, they're very super high quality. That's part of what makes Lego what it is in the bricks that they produce. They're very, very high quality. They can last up to 30,000 impressions. according to this indie test. So that's basically click, remove, click, remove, click, remove 30,000 times before they loosen up or lose their stickability. And we're talking about bricks that have been produced, I'd imagine, in recent months, years, you know, as opposed to the ones originally produced. I don't know if they've, you know, improved, and I imagine they have improved the process over time. But that's something that I thought was kind of interesting. And it was also interesting to hear the guy, because he actually produced a YouTube video, again, link in the video description, this video's description, produced a video showing what he did, how he tested, what he put together on his own, thanks to these Arduino components. Tumblr now has two-factor authentication. This is something you should enable on every account that you can enable two-factor authentication for, if only for one layer of security more. And so I did. It was easy to do, and now I'm two-factor authenticated. I don't know if I'm really sharing a lot of things that people would normally share or want to reshare on Tumblr. I mean, of course, I'm sharing a lot of the things that you know, putting out there in general, but what I need is more animated GIFs. People like animated. That's the thing to do on Tumblr. Animated GIFs. Same thing on Google+. I was trying to do it every day. It just got too difficult to do. I wasn't always making a wacky face or doing something crazy in video. Just ran out of time. There's only so much time I have in the day. If I could, I'd hire someone just to do animated GIFs. Unfortunately, that's probably not a very good use of revenue right there. Maybe I should make that as a goal. If we reach 5,000 on what's it called? Patreon? Sorry, now I'm spacing off like Diana is right now. We were just talking about this earlier. She's kind of going through a period of pregnancy where she spaces out. Maybe I should make that as part of the goal. We will do an animated GIF every day. What do you guys think? Is that enough? Would that? Maybe I'm the only one who likes animated GIFs that much. All right. Interesting statistic here, and I don't think this is going to come to a surprise to anybody. The number, and I quote, of frequent moviegoers in the all-important 18 to 24 age group plunged. Plunged. Not just dipped. Plunged. And you know what happens when you plunge? That's like, you know, you think about the log ride at the amusement park you may have gone to, and then you plunge, and then it, water. Okay, let's plunge. Plunging. To an unprecedented... After that setup, I screw up the word. Unprecedented 21% in 2013, according to the MPAA annual statistics released Tuesday at Cinemacon, while attendance in the 12 to 17 age bracket also saw a precipitous drop-off, falling almost 15%. In 1 year, moviegoers in the 18 to 24 age range has dropped 21%. 12 to 17%, 15% drop. They're turning to smaller screens. I don't blame them. And if this is you, I don't blame you at all. I mean, I've talked about, you know, our movie watching habits recently. I just rented another movie that Diana wanted to watch. I don't know why. I'm not that excited to watch what she wants to watch. We finally watched Hunger Games Catching Fire, the second one, last night. And I liked that. I liked the second one probably more than the first one. It was different, yes, but... It was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. But then again, I kind of liked the characters and kind of got into the characters a bit more. And so I'm very, very much looking forward to the next Hunger Games. I don't know if I would watch the Hunger Games in the theater, though. I'll rent it. I got a free redeem code. Sure, I can use that. Doesn't bother me a bit. But, you know, watching movies in the theater anymore, it gets more and more expensive. And I don't know if I get that much out of it. And it's not a good date. Here, baby. Because you don't talk to the people. The movie... Oh, I thought you were saying you don't talk to the screen. To each other. Yeah, well, maybe you don't like the person you're dating. Maybe you don't want to talk to them. Maybe a movie is a good excuse.
That's true.
Well, either way, don't feel bad if you stop going to movies. Don't make anybody, you know, make you feel guilty for not doing that, because you are absolutely not alone. I've got a product view here. And as I unbox it for the first time, I'm going to go ahead and, as promised, scroll through the list of people who deserve credit. Thanks again for supporting me there. This is part of the Arrow series from Unu. And I know what you're thinking. What is it? Yes, that's probably what you're thinking. No, it looks like it's a phone case. It is a phone case. a wireless charging phone case with a battery inside. So if you wanted to have wireless charging on your iPhone, and by the way, I don't know if this is Qi compatible, but ow, as I nearly pop off my finger, this, in conjunction with a plate, will allow me to charge my iPhone wirelessly. Oh, it's kind of got a small stick to it, like you can hear it. Click here. Kind of, barely. This is one of the charging plates. You can buy more. The charging plate, by the way, connects by way of micro USB, and this is kind of neat. Yeah, a micro USB pass-through to the lightning connector for the iPhone 5 or 5S. Currently, I'm using the Mophie Space Pack on my iPhone and have been happy with it. It's extended the battery life, but I might consider switching to this one. Now, I like the Mophie Space because it has extra space inside for the phone storage. I'm dying here. Let's see here. We can pop that off. Let's see here. I'm just going to do this right now. Sorry, Mophie. Don't be upset. Don't hate me. Yes, your name could be up there, too. I'm going to put on this new case and see how well it works. Huh? Slid right in. And now we'll put the plate back on. Oh, doesn't really provide that much protection. Snaps in, though. Theoretically snaps in. All right. Snaps in well enough. Okay, it doesn't really want to snap on that corner, but I'm not gonna force it. That's the last thing you want to do with the case. Don't force the case. But now it would be able to charge wirelessly. So I almost want to. Okay, so this is. Yeah, when I need a micro USB cable. Luckily, I have one out on my desk. I think this has to actually be plugged in. There we go. We should see it charge. Is there a button to press? Oh yes, on the back button. And it's not charging. Okay, well, I may be missing something else. Does it have to sit? No, the contacts are there, but so much for the live demo. Did I get it in there right? The button on the back, maybe I have to press and hold. There we go, press and hold. You press and hold, and now it's charging. There. But I don't know if that's charging in the battery case or... There may be a trick to it, but it should work. I just haven't read the directions. Yeah, wireless technology, ultra slim profile, indeed, 2,000 milliamp hour capacity, sports synchronization, data transfer by way of the case, and the case looks durable. So there you go, wireless charging for your iPhone, and this would be one case to potentially use in the future if you so choose to use this particular case. There you go, nice little product view. Did you enjoy that? Mm-hmm. Don't lie. Were you even paying? What was this, hon? It was the ZNU. That's the Uno. Well, you were pretty close there. Unu. The Unu. Who knew? Unu. Who knew? I apparently didn't know because I couldn't get it to work immediately. That's my bad though. Does it feel cheap? It didn't feel cheap. No, I don't think so. Feels just as durable as any other iPhone case that I've seen. Doesn't feel cheap. Doesn't look cheap at all. Wireless charging, if that's what you want. I say this would be a potentially a good option for you. You, of course, could do further research and actually read the directions, unlike some people that I know. So, if you ever wanted to meet me in real life, it could happen. I've been known to leave the house every so often. But if you want to have a go-to meeting with me, there is a chance. We're doing a free GoToMeeting and an Apple gift card giveaway. If you want a chance to get one of those things, just listen to one of our Friday TLDRs. We're doing that in conjunction with one of our sponsors because this broadcast was also brought to you by GoToMeeting with HD Faces by Citrix. The powerfully simple way to meet online. You can share the same screen and see each other in HD video conferencing. Start hosting a GoToMeeting in seconds from your computer or mobile device by signing up for a free 30-day trial. Visit GoToMeeting.com, click on the Try It Free button, and use the promo code Pirillo. Directions for the giveaway are usually explained every Friday, and it's really simple. Just go over to Twitter and use the hashtag WinPirillo, include the username GoToMeeting, and then tell us what you would like to meet about if you had a chance to meet with me. And by the way, I'm not apologizing for this, but I'm still getting over a cold, so if I'm slurring my words or it just doesn't sound right. My voice, I hate my voice, by the way. It's so nasally. It's even more nasally right now. I can't hear. My nose is stuffed up and I can't hear. So I apologize for that if I am not on point with my delivery and how you've been used to experiencing me over the airwaves, even though it's not really air. Unless you're watching this wirelessly, in which case over the airwaves. By the way, speaking of over the airwaves and live, I'm going to be doing my next live broadcast with Barnacles Nerdgasm this weekend. Here in the Pirillo Gnomestead, we'll be drinking beer and streaming live onto YouTube, geeking out about who knows what. It may last an hour, may last an hour and a half, may last 2 hours. We don't know. But we do know that he'll be there, number one. And number two, that we'll be drinking. That's a promise, okay? So tune in for that. It will be live for everybody. See, the value, I think, at this point... Well, okay, let me ask the patrons this. I stream on YouTube every day, and part of the value of, you know, being a patron at least $2 a month with me is you get access to the live feed before everybody else gets to see it happen after it's live. Is that something... Is that what's of value? I mean, do you think we should make a goal where everybody could watch it live, or should we just keep that live viewing experience specifically to the patrons, and then everybody gets to experience it afterwards? I do some live streams for everybody, of course, but in terms of the TLDR, I really want your feedback. I really do. I'm doing my best to do this for you, but I need your assistance in terms of what am I doing right? What can I be doing better? Where should I be going? I'm looking for you to direct me, because I'm not directionless, but I just want to know. If only because we lost a couple patrons over the past few days, and I have no idea why. They didn't email me. They didn't say, well, Chris, because you smell funny. Oh, okay, well, I'll try to work on that. You know, I'm just gotta give me some feedback. I'd appreciate that. By the way, the list of names updates every month, so you have a chance if you want to get in the next cycle, you should become a patron sooner rather than later, because it helps me. Apple is talking to Unicode's... Can I try this headline read again? Apple is talking to the Unicode... I have a Unicode. I'm stuffed up. Apple, you know, the company, they're talking to the consortium that looks after the Unicode character set, and they're asking for a more racially diversive emoji set. Yes, so maybe we'll have Mexican emoji at some point. See if I can pull up an emoji to show you. I'm a fan of emoji, and I wish more people used emoji. I use it all the time. Here, let me toggle. Oh, no, not that. There's my emoji keyboard. Let's see here. We've got... Well, you can't see anything. It's all white people with a white screen like that.
Well, the baby has blonde hair.
The baby does have blonde hair, and that does upset me. There's a child, blonde hair. And, no, that was a cat I said. The baby right there with a little tuft of hair. But look at all those white people. What's up with those white people? Too many white people here. We don't... That's it. Oh, no. Russian. No, he's white. Oh, an Indian guy. We got an Indian guy. See, here's the thing. Apple does not control the Unicode character set. They can't control emoji. Here, they can control the implementation of the character set. So that's why they're going to the Unicode consortium and saying, there's more than just white people on the planet. I don't know if you knew this. Chris Pirillo is married to a non-white person. He is racially diversive. Or subversive. Because I am creating a hybrid. Yeah, it's going to come out half white, half... What color are you? Cappuccino? Was that racial?
No, sounds...
That'd be a great name for... Yeah, delicious. That'd be a great name for a kid. Not delicious, but cappuccino. What do you think? Cappuccino Pirillo? Maybe not. So, Apple is hopefully going to make you happier if you are looking for racial diversity in your emoji set by talking to the Unicode Consortium. Say that. You just say that 5 times fast and see if you can trip through it. With a cold. Not being able to hear yourself. At the same time. A teacher threatened rowdy students in his classroom by threatening to announce Game of Thrones spoilers. Diana laughs, ripped from the headlines. Absolutely true. I believe this happened in Belgium. Yeah. So, students piped down. Didn't say a word because they did not want spoilers. I don't either. You know, if you read the books, good for you. I want to be surprised. When I watched The Red Wedding for the first time, I couldn't believe it. Wow. That was hellish. I want to talk about a roller coaster ride. I'm very much looking forward to the next season of Game of Thrones on HBO, being a subscriber and being a fan of Game of Thrones as well.
I love spoilers.
You can watch as many spoilers as you want, baby. I don't.
The only one?
You're only one?
Am I the only one?
Are you the only one? I don't mind spoilers at times, but not for things that I want to see. Like, don't spoil it for me. Someone spoiled Gravity. They said it was a good movie. And I'm like, and then I watched it, I'm like, okay. Speaking of Game of Thrones, we have found a Tyrion Lannister figurine. Look at that. You can have Tyrion Lannister. I don't know if how big is this? I don't know how tall it is. I can't tell. It's from Funko. They're a Seattle area company, Funko is. And so they create quality products. I have some Funko products in here. They don't know I exist. I tried following them on Twitter, and they're like, we cater to all geeks. We treat you the same. Because I don't know them over there, really. But you can get a Tyrion Lannister figure if you want. I have the Game of Thrones minifigures, the unofficial ones that a fan created and sold them on Etsy. Love them. Facebook is denying the Oculus Rift hardware redesign that's been floating around. Although you want to talk about, Facebook, the Oculus Rift on your Facebook. Don't poke me. When I'm wearing the Oculus Rift, don't do that. I don't know where they're going with this. Maybe I'm the only one. I did not back the Kickstarter project, so I'm not complaining. I stopped backing all tech Kickstarter projects because most of them just did not turn out. They never really worked out anywhere near to what they proposed to be. You believe in the person who's creating the product, not necessarily the product itself, which I guess in many ways is kind of like Patreon, right? You believe, you're watching this product here, TLDR, but you believe in me. And I think that's do you believe in me? Do you believe in magic or Chris Pirillo? BlackBerry CEO is promising legal action against product leakers. Apparently people like leaking BlackBerry products. Maybe if the CEO spent more time creating things worth leaking. I'm just saying, BlackBerry, was good 10 years ago. Oops. So yes, don't leak any BlackBerry products. If you want to leak on BlackBerry products, you can. You could really do that with anything. I wouldn't recommend it, though. Not exactly something that would be good to do. HTC, this may be interesting to you if you're an Android user, is going to be placing its BlinkFeed app as well as the Zoe camera apps, or Zoe, because I'd imagine Zoe is a lot like a zoetrope, so that's how I want to say it, Zoe, but when I see Z-O-E, I want to say Zoe. Camera apps, this is the problem. When I interrupt myself in the middle of reading a headline, BlinkFeed, Zoe, two different apps. One's a camera app, one's a news app. They're going to be making them available on Google Play at some point in the future. So you don't have to have an HTC phone like the HTC Oni. Again, problems with the words. Oni, O-N-E, Oni. I thought it was funny. Are you spacing again, or was it really a stupid joke? I'm sorry. I will stop now. You don't need to have an HTC product to use those software products on your own Android device. Some people will say, well, then why buy an HTC one now? Well, because if you want the hardware, you want to have an HTC logo everywhere you go. You use the software, and I'm a fan of that. I liked BlinkFeed. I really did. And Zoe was also a pretty neat app as well. I just wasn't a huge fan as much as other people were of the HTC One camera. NVIDIA has announced a Jetson Tk1 Dev Kit. It's called the world's first mobile supercomputer at $192. Not exactly in the Raspberry Pi range, but if you were looking to do something that was very processor intensive and computing intensive, like say you wanted to build your own drone, you could. I can't wait to see a remote controlled Millennium Falcon. That'd be cool. You would probably use a Jetson Tk1. I've got a link to the dev kit directly in this video's description as well, as these other links as well. But as well. I've said that a few times. So that's an interesting turn of events if you happen to be a hardware developer. and have $192 to burn on a powerful project that wants to be portable. Allegedly, Microsoft may be announcing Office for iPad tomorrow. Tomorrow. If they release it tomorrow, I'll show it on TLDR. I'll also have to register for Office 365, even though I don't really want to use it. I think I've played it out now. So, play me off, keyboard cat. Someone needs to do that. This is what happens when you can't hear yourself. I feel sorry. If you made it through this video, thank you, by the way, but I apologize for, having you endure any amount of abuse through the broadcast. Google I.O. site has gone live. You can start to register for Google I.O. starting on April 7th and through the 9th, and instead of selling out in seconds, as they have in the past, what they're going to do is have a new random registration system, so you don't know if you're going to register or not yet. But at least everybody has a chance. I think it's a great way of approaching it with a sold-out event. So thank you for joining me today. That's pretty much all the headlines that I thought were worth sharing or interesting things that I thought were worth talking about today. If you guys see something that comes across your page, your radar, your tweet stream, your whatever, email me. Let me know, or just watch for those threads on Facebook when we post them asking for the day's news as you see it. I'd love to talk about it, especially if I have a perspective or I think it's interesting enough to talk about. In the next TLDR, that's for anybody, not just patrons. Really, really appreciate your support, no matter how you choose to support me. And if all the ways that you choose to support me is just, watching a half-hour video about geek stuff, well, you know what? I'm happy with that. Thanks again for remembering to like, comment, share, subscribe, and of course, watch even more of our videos right now. At this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. We'll see you later.